Good morning and welcome to today's Daily Think Share. So today is a message to all the husbands out there, and I guess committed boyfriends and male fiancés out there. So I've been listening to this book called Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. She wrote she did a TED Talk on the subject, and she's the COO of Facebook. Lean In is about leaning into the issue of the inequality of genders within the workplace. So she touches on a lot of different subjects. For example, why women have such difficulty sometimes finding mentors, some of the strange biases that she's noticed within different conferences and different workshops and different things, and a lot of the problems that occur. So a couple of the problems that occur within the workplace is that a lot of them are thinking ahead about having children, maybe in their 30s or so, and they have to start choosing between family or career. Choosing in between family and career is sometimes an issue for women because they don't realize that they don't really have to choose either one. They can choose both. A lot of women think that maybe they have to be stay-at-home moms and they don't have to be. But what I really saw from the book was that if women, a lot of times women will turn down opportunities for upper level management. Maybe they won't go into the position that they really want because they see themselves having a baby soon and they're not ready to take on responsibility like that, knowing that they're going to be a mother. Versus men don't seem to have that problem. Looking at statistics, they will rarely ever slow down or have not take on a position because they foresee a child occurring in their family. So that's one major thing that I related to and I've thought about with Alyssa, my wife, before, is that I don't want her to slow down in whatever career path that she wants to take, knowing that we're going to have a child on the way at some point in the next couple of years. Another thing was thinking about once children are in your family, the question is how to divide the responsibilities. And a lot of people don't realize this, and I didn't even realize this, and this has changed for me recently, I probably haven't been giving 110% in making sure that the responsibilities around the house are done. Like, one thing that the two of us decided as we moved in was to create an expectations list. So this is what I expect from you, this is what you can expect from me. And like, for example, when we went to get a cat, we have a cat, Samson, and when we were about to get him, Alyssa said, like, this is how I want it to go. And we kind of bartered over it first and said, well, I'll take care of the kitty litter. All you have to do is cuddle and love it for like 5 minutes a day. I was like, sure, I can do that. That's not that hard. And looking on it now, I feel like it's kind of lopsided. Sure, it was her idea to get the cat, and yes, she promised to do those things. At the same time, I can see where there have been moments where it might not have felt like we're a team. Like, she's working on stuff while I'm kind of doing me, and I've decided that's kind of a problem. Like she has a gluten allergy, and sometimes I will make the mistake of thinking about myself for food, for dinner or whatever, and I will not fully include her. I'll ask her what she wants, and she says, I'll figure it out or whatever, but there's so many more things I can be doing to include her. So really what the takeaway here is, I'm seeing that through the book, is that there's so many more things I can be doing to make our marriage a partnership, especially when we have children. Simple things like doing the laundry or things that maybe are a female-dominated role I can be doing. We've talked before about me being a stay-at-home dad before, because I think I would love that job. I would love staying home with our children and teaching them and possibly even homeschooling them. So really what I want all the men out there to take away is look for where you are being that stereotypical male. Are you skipping out on things and expecting that your wife or your fiance or your girlfriend's gonna do them just because she likes them and because she already does them? Doesn't mean that you have to let her do them. That doesn't mean that you have to continue the way that things are going. I know the other night, I'll show you this clip here. My wife wanted to grill some chicken, so we had some chicken. I was just gonna put it in the pan and start cooking it up, because that's normally how I do it, but she wanted to grill it. So we put them together, and she went out on the grill, and at some point she's like, hey, isn't this kind of like usually what men do? And we reflected on the past past recent situations where people have been barbecuing, and we've noticed that it's always been men on the barbecue doing that. And we both kind of thought about it, like, interesting, that I guess that's a male dominated role. And it was kind of cool to see that we're working on breaking those barriers, those gender roles, and seeing what we can do to choose our own gender roles or our own individual roles, rather than falling into what society tells us we have to for what gender biases will push us into doing. So leave in the comments, what are some of the things that you're doing that are more because of gender roles than because you picked it? What are some of the things that maybe you wish were different? Maybe for women out there listening to this, what are some of the things that you wish were going a little bit differently that maybe your guy has not been pitching in for? If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to hear more of them, please subscribe. And that's all for today's Think Share. Stay weird.